All right, buonasera, what's poppin'? It's your boy, Big Rich, Queens, New York City, a.k.a. COVID City, coming to you live right from the streets. Had to conduct some business. Now let's take care of a little more business. Gentlemen, wipe your feet on the rug. Throw a little smoke in the atmosphere. I just rolled up some runts, delicious. And in a couple of days, I'm getting some 24 karat. Look it up. A little bit of tangerine in there. Straight from the pages of About the Mafia. A little mafia history in the form of a mob story. Jake LaMotta threw a boxing match for the mob. Why? Let's get right into business. In 1933, for years, the mafia bosses in the USA have made a very nice living off the illegal sale of alcohol. That is until now. Now that anyone can buy alcohol at any corner store. The end of prohibition brought with it the need to find a new revenue stream. It would have to be very lucrative, yet easy to abuse. Professional boxing fit the bill perfectly. Seeing as there was only 2 fighters in any one match, it was easy to fix. All they needed to do was convince one of the fighters to throw the fight and bet everything they had on the other side. In 1947, legendary boxer Jake LaMotta became involved in one of these mafia scams before his fight against Billy Fox. LaMotta threw the fight on purpose, but in return, he didn't get money. He was after something bigger. The days leading up to the fight, LaMotta was the sure favorite. He was riding a wave of wins, having just defeated Fritzy Zivik, and a few years earlier, in 1943, he defeated Sugar Ray Robinson. In fact, he had won 19 of his last 22 bouts, 9 of those being knockouts. A few hours before the fight, though, something strange happened. The odds completely flipped, and Fox became the favorite to win. In fact, the odds were so high that day that bookies stopped taking bets on Fox, and 3 hours before the match, you could only wager on LaMotta. If LaMotta was trying to throw the fight without making it obvious, he was doing a lousy job. He never looked like himself during the fight. At the start of the 4th round, he allowed Fox the opportunity to throw 2 lefts and a right with LaMotta hitting the ropes. For the rest of the round, Fox continued to pummel LaMotta without much resistance. He just had no fight left in him, and towards the end of the 4th round, the referee stopped the match. After Fox's relatively easy knockout win, suspicions were very high across the boxing world. Fans noticed that LaMotta didn't act like himself during the match, saying he acted lazy and with no drive or effort to win. The New York State Athletic Commission noticed the same thing. Just 1 week after his loss to Fox, LaMotta was suspended by the NYSAC for concealing the fact that he had a spleen condition and had been told not to box by his doctors. The NYSAC questioned LaMotta for hours after the fight, but never gave them any information about the real reason he lost. After the hearing, LaMotta took the stand and told the truth about his involvement in fixing his 1947 fight against Fox. He told them everything about working with the mob to throwing the fight, including what he wanted in return. Now, most of you are probably thinking LaMotta must have been paid very well to throw the fight, when in fact, he paid the mob $20,000. Why would he do that? And what would he want in return? A chance at the middleweight title, something that had slipped his grasp for 5 years. He wanted it more than anything, and the mob was his way to get it. LaMotta's testimony was powerful as he confessed fully to fixing the sport of boxing and working with the mob. He also wanted to make it clear that he had no choice. Quote, make these city boys see it wasn't fear, it wasn't cowardice, it wasn't even money. LaMotta said in court, it was the only way to get my shot. What was mine, I earned it. Nobody would give me a chance. 5 years as the uncrowned champion, I deserved that shot. I did what needed to be done. So in return for throwing the fight and the $20,000 in 1949, the Mafia gave LaMotta a chance against the then current middleweight champion, Marcel Cerdan. LaMotta went on to defeat Cerdan to become the new middleweight champion. The Senate hearing in 1960 signaled the end of the mob's involvement in professional boxing. Although fixing the fight was obviously wrong, by coming forward, risking his life, and telling the truth, LaMotta saved the sport of boxing as we know it. He died in 2017 at the age of 95. The 1980 Martin Scorsese movie Raging Bull starring Robert De Niro, is based on the true story of Jake LaMotta's life and his involvement with the mob. First of all, that was a great movie. Remember when he goes to the window? Who's an animal? Who's an animal? Now, I understand him paying the mob to get his shot, but does he get a little bit of a disgracia for, for actually going to the hearings and talking about it? I don't know. I'm a little confused here. Will you guys let me know in the comment if he a little disgracia for talk? I don't know. He did what he had to do to get the shot. Like, I understand him paying the $20,000, throwing the fight and getting his shot and winning the title. Respect. But did you have to go to the hearings to talk about it? I don't know. I don't know here. A little disgusting. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments, all right? Make sure you like, comment, share. Let's salute to the new boss at aboutthemafia.com, right? Now, tune in tomorrow morning for Waking Up at Rutgers Friday Freestyle. We're going to talk about some New York gangsters that have passed away because of the COVID virus, and we'll also talk about Matthew Madonna being transferred to a hospital with a severe case of the COVID-19. So we'll do like a little mob minute in tomorrow morning show. It is Friday Freestyle. Now, also, listen. Remember, we have the contest, right? I'm giving away a brand new book, The Five Families, right? You got to email mobstories87@gmail.com. We're going to start a series on the cartel, and I'm going to start from the beginning, from the Padrino himself of Mexico. The man that made it all happen, split up the plazas, gave everybody the plazas, thought everybody could work together, whatever. We got to start at the beginning. So whoever comes up with the best name for the show, because like I said, when I did Mob Stories, it was simple. It was easy. It was quick, right? I want something good, but you got to email mobstories87 with the title. You can't leave it in the comments because I'm going to get lost. There's so many comments, I can't go looking back. So please, if you've already made a entry in the comments, it won't be counted unless it's in the email, because that's what I'm going to do. At the end of April, I'm going to go through the email. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to read every title. A lot of you guys are coming up with the same things. A lot of you have something different, right? So don't forget, mobstories87@gmail.com. Let me know. And don't forget to tune into tomorrow morning's show. We'll talk about some New York gangsters that passed away from the COVID-19 virus, and also Matthew Madonna being transferred to a hospital with a severe case of the COVID-19. We'll just touch up on it really quick. It is Friday Freestyle tomorrow, right? So salute to all you guys. Mob Stories Season 2. You already know how we get down. Like, comment, share, throw some smoke in the atmosphere. Let me know what you are smoking on this evening, people. Salute.